can hear it louder somewhere else.
Any questions?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
All
So,
right.
am I having an appointment with Dr. Batista next or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
See the baby's eyes right there?
Mm-hmm.
Little cheeks. And you can see the nose
Yeah.
and the little lips.
Oh my god.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Right there. Little
Oh
mouth
my
is
God.
closed. Here's the little hand. See the hand?
Yeah.
And the arm that bites cheek. See that?
Mm.
That's so cute. And then you can see the heartbeat, which is right there. See that?
Yeah.
Baby heartbeat. And then the legs and the rest of the body down here. Little foot right there. See that?
Mm.
See the foot?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm Bella. Welcome back to Young Mamas Worldwide. I'm just gonna do a little Q&A update on my pregnancy, how I've been doing, how Adrian's been doing. There's been a little complications. So first of all, for those of you who don't know me, I'm 19, got pregnant at 19, and will be delivering at 19. Adrian's due date is December 26, 2020. So about 8 more weeks, which makes me about 32 weeks in some days. So just from the beginning, first pregnancy, and my doctor, you know, of course, wanted me to gain some weight, as you do in pregnancy. I was estimated to gain about 10 to 17 pounds. She wanted me to stay in between that range. And just kind of throughout checkups, we've seen that I was losing weight. I've actually lost about a little over 10 pounds total, which is not the direction you want to be going. So ever since then, I've had to be pretty highly monitored, nothing like bed rest or super serious like that, but I've had to keep a food diary. I've had to get on iron pills, vitamin C, some other medication, I don't even know how to pronounce the name, and just really watch everything I eat, everything I'm doing, and just to help her and I see why, you know, I'm losing weight. My appetite has been average, I would say. I'm definitely eating less than I did before I was pregnant, but I didn't think I was not eating enough to, you know, lose weight. You know, I've had some cheat days where I've had like McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and like too many top ramens or stuff like that. So I definitely didn't think it was possible for me to even like lose any weight. But because of this, I've had to do a few more ultrasounds than I would have originally had to do. A few more, you know, having him monitored, blood work. I've gone in like 5 times for blood work to check to see if I'm anemic, just kind of what there is. I'm adopted, so I don't really know any of my medical history really. So it was kind of them doing everything they can to try and figure out, you know, why this was happening. But for the most part, his heartbeat has always been pretty consistent. It's been anywhere from 135 to 150, which is where you want it. It's in that range. I think it's supposed to be between 130 and 160, I believe. So his heartbeat has always been on track, in the right range. He's measured, you know, just over my stomach with a tape measure. He's measured where he needs to be, which is good. So we basically just thought he was like taking all of the weight for himself so he can grow, and, you know, me not getting any weight. But due to the blood test, they found that I was a little anemic, I believe. So I had to start taking vitamin C pills as well as iron pills at night, along with, like, you know, my prenatals and like a low dose aspirin. Thankfully, I don't have, you know, diabetes while I'm pregnant. I actually took that test 2 times because I was at a little higher risk for diabetes in my pregnancy, and they both came back at normal levels, which I'm super thankful for. But just kind of what my doctor's been having me do is keep a food journal, a very, very strict food journal. Everything I, you know, eat, every snack, every bite I take, I have to put that in my food journal. Every liquid I drink, how many cups, how many ounces. So I really have to be on top of that, as well as, like, you know, what exercise I'm getting, how much sleep I'm getting, that kind of stuff. So it's been hard because, you know, I usually don't really think as much about what you eat while having to write it down. And I've been doing that for about a month or so now. So it's getting a little bit easier, you know, part of my routine and stuff. But recently, actually, in the past like 2 weeks, there's this thing you start doing when you get into like around your 3rd trimester pregnancy called your kick count. And it's basically when you monitor the baby's kicks after dinner time, and you want them to be within, like, you know, 10 kicks in no more than an hour. And if it is longer than an hour, then you kind of want to call labor and delivery and just kind of check in and see, you know, why they're not moving. So about maybe 4 or 5 days ago, there were 2 days where he was a little less active, and I was less active as well. I don't think I ate much that day. I was being pretty lazy, just kind of laying around a lot. And I didn't call labor and delivery because I had an appointment within, you know, 2 days after this was happening. So what you guys will see, that's the first clip of me having my appointment where she checks his heartbeat and everything like that. And everything there was good. His heartbeat was a little lower than what it was, but also you know, it was early in the morning. I just like got up. I wasn't really doing much, and I think he was probably still sleeping. So after I told her that I haven't been feeling movements, well, I was feeling movements, just not as frequent as I was before, and so she had me go into a separate room to be monitored, and I believe it's called like a stress test or something. And basically you just put on this like belly band, and they put like little monitors where you can hear the heartbeat and stuff like that, and you sit in this really comfy chair. And I just sat there for about an hour and a half waiting for him to wake up, feel his movements, record his heartbeat, and she said everything was good from there. So that was good. But my doctor also wanted me to get 2 follow-up ultrasounds, as well as another 2-week check-in with her, in addition to my already scheduled appointments. So in the other ultrasound I have, she just measured like the fluid around him and everything, and that looked good, and that was the same day. I just had my first of 2 ultrasounds today, and everything looked good. He looks like he has a real little chubby face. Just kind of looked at the heart again, the fluid around him, making sure, you know, his arm measurements, his legs measurements, his, you know, his head measurement, just kind of stuff like that. And I actually heard back from my doctor that everything looked good. You know, he was perfect. He is in the 80th percentile of his weight. So he right now is about 5.6 pounds estimated, which is, you know, I think right on track for where he's supposed to be. He, you know, should gain anywhere from like, you know, 2 to 3 more pounds before he's born. So fingers crossed that happens. But yeah, I do have another ultrasound and a checkup with her in a few days, so hopefully everything goes well with that. But other than those complications, so far so good. You know, other than me being tired all the time, definitely feeling pregnant, ready for him to get out. But yeah, next week I'll update you guys if anything else happened, any more appointments, you know, if there was any changes. But fingers crossed that he stays on track and he's ready for December 26th.
Bad little mama, we gon' link. Bend it over, let me smack you in that pink. Liquor in her drink, she be heat. She gon' really pop it in the week. She bad little mama, we gon' link.